Our story begins. Fusion Land is a beautiful, sprawling city poised atop the Alianza mountain range, an area known for its active Filipino population. There, two very rich and very powerful families reside. And while these two families are both very prosperous, they've been feuding for many rage-filled years. What started as a stolen graphing notebook turned into a drunken brawl, and eventually, one lustful affair. And now the city stands to fight. The Ingenierios versus the Lovelies. They are thick with animosity. And it is here in this battlefield of emotions which our two lovers first meet themselves. The Lovelies are holding a mid-mission masquerade ball. And Seville Engineerio and his best friend and brother, Mechanico Engineerio. They have managed to sneak into this mid-mission gala, when suddenly, something beautiful stops Seville's trance.
Get it? Alas, Mechanico. Who is that lovely lady over yonder? She who sparkles like a teardrop in the moonlight on a virgin cheek. It's the elder doctor. Passionate. Straggling vehicle begins with a mask. Oh, shit. I must see her face and see how damaged. You're beautiful, you know.
Bienvenue, civil engineers.
You are as sharp as you are breathtaking.
Can't say the same about you.
Whatever you do, you think you're doing, passionate. Get away from him.
And so with that, our two star-crossed lovers are ripped apart from each other. Naturally, their parents are furious. Mr. and Mrs. Lovely hid their daughter away deep within the heart of Fusion Land. They tried to restrain Seville within the local dungeon to teach him a lesson, but to no avail. He escaped and bounded into the nights. That's where our story picks up. So, yeah. So now we follow our hero, civil engineer, on his journey to retrieve his lover, Passionette. He must first face the steep cliff face of trust. Our hero, Seville, has his heart engulfed by fiery determination, matched only by the glaring sun above, marched onwards towards the first obstacle. After working his way through the dark and brooding forest, he emerges from the gulf to see a large, looming chasm stretched out in front of him. And somewhere at the bottom and beyond was Passionette. Surely to drown was the guaranteed and timely death. With no obvious pathway to get down, Seville decides to engineer a way to the bottom, using the materials he found in the forest. Second obstacle he will encounter. The raging river of dedication and expertise. After a few hundred meters hiking away from the perilous cliffside, Seville begins to hear a low rumbling which steadily grows into a distinct roar. The air is humid, and there, beyond a scatter of primitive derelict huts, a ferocious river is raging with all the fury and the pride of lions. Even an experienced swimmer like me can't possibly swim across there, he says. Again, Sybil, hot-headed and stubborn, decides to rely on the scant materials he finds lying across the abandoned fishing community. He comes this far, and he's not about to be stopped by some simple water. That's the second challenge you guys will be dealing with for the night. And the third one will be the philosophy, and I'll talk more about this later. His clothes still damp from his epic river crossing, Seville stands at the threshold of an oily black hole of a cave at the base of a large mountain. There, to the left of the entrance, is a mixed pile of half-eaten sheep and mountain goat carcasses. This can't be good, Seville thinks to himself. At the top of the mountain resides your captive lover, Passionette. But first you must somehow get past the dreaded philosopher, a titanic cyclops, orange skin made of rock and strength to match. She wields an uprooted weeping willow tree and a propensity for philosophy. She usually eats sheep and goats, but absolutely loves the occasional human passerby. But before she makes a meal with her body, she makes a meal with their minds. She devours the thoughts of her victims, leaving them dumb and helpless. You'll need to get past the philosophy and somehow and up the mountain to passion.